million. All right, 2.2 million. Number one trending on music. Boy, it went crazy. That's how you come back. Thug got to take a lesson. Real talk. Real talk. Anyway. We just need EBK J-Bo back and Dirk. Anyway, yo, welcome, people. Welcome. What day are we on? I don't know. All right. Anyway, yeah, as I said, this is like the hottest song out right now, man. I can't even lie to you. This is the hottest. This is my favorite song out. Nigga, I bumped this shit 40 times today. I kid you not. Okay, let me see. Okay.
You.
My bad. Yeah, everybody's trying to get
We're
their
going
last
no
projects out.
cam.
It's Savage this week, though. Shout out to Savage. Okay. All right, good. I guess the big topic here, what is the big topic today? We still have a little bit more review to do of the 21 Savage interview. What did you guys think about the interview? I was seeing very mixed reviews. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like the internet has kind of picked whether I can't tell if the internet's like switching up on Savage or what. And I mean, they're critiquing everything. 3 weeks ago, the whole internet was saying, yo, Savage is the realest nigga alive based on the leaked phone calls with Thug. And they were saying, yo, he handled everything like a respectable boss. To now, I see the narrative like, yo, he should never do interviews again and talk. And I'm like, where did the switch up happen? And I actually believe is partially, I really keep thinking that the lack of a logical, the logical trail in trying to explain some of the street stuff is why people are kind of feeling like how they're feeling with a lot of artists. We'll get into it, though. But we did have to watch the last part of that interview, too, so we'll see. Oh, man, this thing had a car bunch filled with chicks. He didn't shoot this the first day, did he? Anyway. All right, Ebro and them look like their show got canceled. We're going to dive into that as well. But you know what? I do want to start off with this first. We actually missed this yesterday because it was all Savage Day. Queso's father. So if you guys don't know, Queso's father came out to start doing interviews. Hey, by the way, somebody says, yo, Ak, are you on TP USA's payroll? What does that mean? If I'm on their payroll? Is it because I say that Candace Owens, like, as much as I like her, I don't believe some of the stuff she's saying? We could start with Candace. Thank you for the donation. I'll circle back on it, but I'll give like quick thoughts just because you donated. I like Candace Owens. I think she's a very intelligent person. I don't want to accuse her of exploiting or anything just for money, but I do think that she's going down a rabbit hole. That's definitely motivated by the economics and the clout and a lot of these things that are coming with people being intrigued about possible conspiracy theories, not only surrounding Charlie Kirk, but surrounding government possibly interference with trying to get rid of, talk political pundits, right? And that doesn't mean I'm on TPUSA side. I really don't even know the organization like that at all. All I'm saying is this. I sat with Candace Owens years ago, and I interviewed her on Off the Record. That's when hip-hop wouldn't talk to her. No one in hip-hop would talk to her. You know why? They accused her of being a Uncle Tom. And the reason why is she had an agenda that time to prove that Black Lives Matter were frivolously wasting the money of people who donated it, and they were spending exorbitant amount of money for their own personal luxury. People didn't like that she was looking into Black Lives Matter. Also, people disliked her because, and this is still her opinion, she always maintained the opinion that George Floyd was not killed by just an officer's knee to his neck.
Build a website you love with Wix. For your words, create your brand, your opportunity, your breakthrough. Feeling a vibe? Run with it. From can't look away to gotta have it. Make every detail yours. Bring out what's hot. Remove what's not. Crystallize it.
Y'all didn't want to hear that. So y'all said she was a fraud. When she said that George Floyd didn't die from a knee to the neck and it was most likely some drug-induced and health conditions, y'all didn't like her for that either. Don't start liking someone when they say something that you could buy into, which is a conspiracy theory that, again, I'm calling it conspiracy theory. My point is this: either believe Candace with everything or don't pick and choose, right? Or at least trust her credibility. Everything. What else? Yeah. Oh, and then the last thing is this. I would love for Candace Owens to just provide proof. She asks a lot of great questions because she's a really intelligent mind. And trust me, I value her intelligence. But if I make a claim that, whatever, it doesn't matter what it is. Like, I'm like, hey, you didn't have, I don't believe you were born in America. Like, okay, cool. You could, I guess, debunk it and be like, well, here's my birth certificate. But then I could say, well, that birth certificate is not real. And I could keep just kind of stringing stuff along to kind of just create doubt. At some point, it is upon the person who won't accept anything to give us some type of proof why you won't accept anything. Okay, Candace, I get it. You have questions. Okay, cool. Legit questions. But at what point are these questions based in good faith of you trying to, quote, unquote, find the truth out? Or these questions are self-serving in the sense of, if I could get people to think that some other shit happened, they'll all keep tuning in to me. So at that point, that's where the whole journalist thing comes in, because I would like for Candace Owens to be like, here is actual proof that I have that something went down. And so far, respectfully to Candace, I think most of the stuff she's saying it's not holding a lot of water so far. Or she hasn't really presented much. Anyway, we could get to that a little bit later. I didn't want to get to Queso's dad, chat. So Queso's dad is out here doing interviews. Okay? And, again, I don't want to shit on him. I want to kind of be a little bit objective. I do have an opinion about it, but I want to be objective. But I want to give you out some context. And to me, this entire thing is sad. It's not only sad that he took a stand against his son. It's not only sad that everybody's in that situation. It's not only sad that there are people that lost their lives and, his son is convicted for those people dying. But it's sad even in the aftermath. His father coming to peace with it, I was shocked when I heard his father was doing interviews. And I want to be very clear. When I went to do the Aiden Ross stream, the prison stream, they were trying to connect me with him. They were like, yo, Vlad's about to get the first interview with Queso's dad. And I said, what? Queso's dad is doing interviews? He said, yeah, he's doing interviews. He said, well, Vlad's about to get the first interview. And act, we fuck with you, and we would love if it was somebody that's black did the interview rather than, quote unquote, the white boy, right? And I said, I haven't spoken the nicest stuff to him, but I guess maybe it would be a compelling conversation to ask Queso's father, hey, why'd you take a stand on your son? Right? Now, I want to give that quick story of why I would even ask that question. And this is where maybe I need to do a little bit more research, but my understanding of that situation is that this is Queso's father. Queso's father had adopted another kid. We're kind of like took him in, but let's call it adopted, right? At a particular point, some quote unquote ops, they're from Jacksonville. You know, these guys are kind of almost like they're in the streets or adjacent to the streets. So there are some ops, right? Their ops pull up. Queso's dad is in the car. Queso's brother is in the car. Actual brother. I forgot what his name is. And the stepbrother that was adopted. Not stepbrother, but the adopted brother as well. So Queso's dad and two people. The ops let off fire. When they let off fire, Queso's dad is shot, I believe in the back. Queso's brother is shot. And I'm calling him a stepbrother, but this is the adopted brother, gets killed. Now, I'm not a street guy, but I think I could put one and one to make two. Queso is not involved in that situation. He wasn't shot. But Queso was an active person in Jacksonville in terms of how he was giving it up. He took personal vendetta to try to figure out and quote unquote slide on whoever shot his father, killed his adopted brother, and shot his actual brother, all at the same time when they were in the car. Queso did some shit. Now, again, I'm not a street dude, but from what I understand, that's what we call you slid for your mans. And this would sound like you slid for your dad, you slid for your brother, and you slid for your adopted brother, right? Okay. Now, this is where it gets hazy. Queso's father is basically almost saying, well, I didn't tell you to go slide for me. I didn't tell you to go do all these things. You took it upon yourself to go do that. You took it upon yourself to go commit murder. And when the blame comes back, and it comes back on everybody, you should have took it upon yourself to stand tall and take accountability for what you did. Now, I'm morally torn over that. I don't like gang fuckery. Never have, never would, never will. But I think it's a basic human thing to say, if somebody do something to your mom, say, whoever is in the chat right now, you're my brother if you're a chat king, and if you're a chat queen, you're my sister, right? If somebody do something to our mom, and I don't know, even if you didn't tell me, you see the person, or you see maybe, it could be a person that related to the person, whatever. But it's a retaliatory act that you seen somebody or a family member connected to the nigga or whatever, and you did something. I would say, especially, this is family. Fuck the gang shit. This is family. Man, fuck them niggas. Man, fuck all them niggas, man. Now, it goes a little further. If after you slid, I picked you up, or picked you slid with two friends, I picked your homies up because the cops is looking for them. I asked y'all, yo, give me y'all clothes. I'm going to go burn the clothes you guys wore that I could help you cover up the sliding. I would feel, yeah, maybe I didn't participate in the sliding, but I understand. You slid for moms. You slid for the fam. And I would feel a certain debt of loyalty that even if the cops came and they said, you know what, we think all of y'all did it. And I know I didn't do it. I didn't do it. You did. I would feel like I would have to stand loyal, especially if I understand that the cops are only accusing me because they want me to help them pin the case on you. It gets a little bit more complicated too. Queso's father is the person that would be that person that I'm describing in this scenario. Queso's father was on his last strike, pretty much. He's been in the system for a long time. And had he got a conviction here, he's an elderly dude, as you could tell. He was potentially looking at the rest of his life being incarcerated. Now, I keep saying I don't like gang fuckery. I think there's a lot of manipulation when it comes to gang fuckery. I was listening to Whack 100 on Clubhouse the other day, and they were talking about how people get their names. And it was like, yo, a lot of times these gangs will target a 14 or 15-year-old kid, indoctrinate them into that mentality, call them little whatever, and start having them kick down doors and kind of almost like, you kind of like manipulate someone into start doing crime. Kind of feels predatory, right? But this is different, I think. One of the reasons why Queso was in the streets is that his father wasn't there. His father was a criminal. Queso's example of what to be a man was him. A guy in and out of jail. A guy with a large criminal rap sheet. And a guy who didn't have that much regard for human life. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to realize, perhaps,
Thinking about selling your home? Or maybe you're looking to buy it. With just a few clicks, you get an in-depth analysis of your home's worth based on real market data. Our home valuation report gives you a clear picture of how your home compares to similar properties, while also showing key market trends in your area. Knowledge is power, especially in real estate. Know your home's worth and make informed decisions with confidence. Check out your home valuation report from Homes.com today.
So I also put a little blame on him for that. So let me center it back around and bring up the story again. Because we're all caught up. I was shocked that this guy was doing interviews. Shocked. So they come to me during Aiden's event and they say, yo, there's a bunch of people on the side. These aren't Aiden's people, but, I don't want to spell out who they came with or whatever, or who it was. But they said, yo, Vlad's going to get the interview. We want to give it to someone, somebody black, somebody, whatever. Thought about it. I'm like, damn, I'm kind of surprised he's doing interviews. So I kind of told him, I said, hey, listen, I could kind of see where this is going. The dude just got out of jail. He wants to get on his feet. But I'm really not the pay for interviews type of guy. Why? I honestly think I really make better content without ever talking to nobody. So why the fuck would I pay to talk to somebody? That's my demeanor. But I could understand extenuating circumstances. By the way, I've given Charleston White some money, especially like the first time but after the first time, I don't think I ever have. Now, and I'm not trying to drag this out. They told me this act. It's not even that much. Come on, you got it, bro. I said, what does this guy want? They said, well, and I don't know if this is final price, and I'm not trying to out, the industry business. They're like, Queso's dad was asking for a really nominal fee. Vlad's gonna pay him $1,000. At first they said it was like a couple hundred, but they said no, $1,000. And I said, wait, what? This nigga is ready to explain to the world and also potentially hurt his son's chance of ever getting an appeal for $1,000. Now, keep in mind, him doing an interview, remember his son got life. His son is gonna appeal. Whatever the dad says here is probably gonna make it worse for his son. So I said $1,000. That was the price tag. They said, they say, yo, if you pay the $1,000, you know, money's money. Like we'll just have you do the interview. And I was thinking about it. I was dragging my feet on it, honestly. So I'm glad that the interview did happen. And apparently, there was 2 interviews that got done. There's a Say Cheese interview and there's a Vlad interview. And again, I don't know if the final price was $1,000. But it only shocked me, and only reason I'm bringing it up is because I'm still a little bit amazed by how little it took or is taken for a father to sell out his bloodline. Okay, so Queso's pops showed up with a shiesty. And he said this before the interviews start being released. Here we go. Oh, sorry.
They say I better leave Jacksonville if I want to. See, I'm Muslim. We understand the only way to meet God is through the graveyard. See, we love death like y'all love life. That's going to give me the odds all the time. Because y'all don't want to die. It don't matter to me. They say I better leave Jacksonville if I want to. See, I'm Muslim. We understand the only way to meet God is through the graveyard. See, we love death like y'all love life. That's going to give me the odds all the time. Because y'all don't want to die. It don't matter to me.
So he says, okay, so I heard a lot of niggas was saying I was supposed to have took that charge. Shit, why one of y'all niggas don't go down there and say that was me? I thought it was if you do the crime, you should do the time. So if you don't do the crime, do you still do the time? He then says, you keyboard gangsters think I wanted to be in that position? Queso and Crazy K should have known I know what to do in those situations like this. They wouldn't have to call me and try to talk to me in codes. They wouldn't have had to tell me to go do that, do this. They're supposed to make sure my feet touch the ground. What the fuck? You keyboard gangsters don't let the trial fool you. It's a tough spot for a daddy. And for all the goofy who think I would send my sons on a drill, suck these long nuts. I don't even let my children cuss in front of me. It's a lot more shocking shit to come. When it comes to me, the rules are different. Niggas ain't never liked me. This situation finally gave you keyboard gangsters the nerve to speak on me only because you thought I was gone forever. The minute you pussy heard it was a possibility I could get out, everybody went to backpedaling. Okay? By the way, also, interestingly enough, when he was on the stand, they asked him, why are you telling on your son? And he had a very interesting response. He said, well, I have other kids. Let me see if I can play this. It's here we go.
January 15th, you know that was going to happen before it happened.
Okay, now here we go.
Sitting here today, what are they?
Is that here?
I got some health issues. I got 2 6-year-olds and and an 8-year-old daughter. And, you know, when my 8-year-old daughter asked me when I'm going to come take her to the daddy-daughter dance.
Objection, hearsay, relevance.
Overruled.
You can answer.
When she asked me over each year when I'm going to come take her there, and I keep letting her down. Then my 6-year-old son, when he asked me if I'm going to come to his football games, come take him fishing. My other 6-year-old, he asked me.
Now, this guy is a much older dude, and look like he's just he look like he on his young boy shit because he has young kids. I believe Queso is, how old is Queso? Like 24?
Do when I'm gonna come see him? When he begging me, please come see me, Daddy. He want to teach me how to play the game, but he don't know where I'm at. You know, things like that. My health issues.
What health issues do you have?
I have diabetic. I'm diabetic. I'm on high blood pressure. I suffer from congestive heart failure.
Okay.
I just found out June 25th that my kidneys is failing rapidly.
Has becoming a witness in this case negatively impacted your relationship with your entire family?
Well, I really don't have no more relationship.
The day that Charles McCormick was murdered on January 15, 2020, does that specific day hold any significance for you and your family?
Yes.
And why is that date significant in your mind?
It's the date that my son got killed.
Who was your son that got killed?
Willie Addison.
There we go. All right, now let me go to his Instagram. HOP_reroute. HOP_. Okay. Yeah, he's outside flexing. Wow. He says, I wasn't born for everybody to like or love me. Now he posted some other stuff. He says, son, stop playing with me. Son, what happened? All mines, you live a fraudulent life, and I bet you can't show $1,000 worth of receipts from where you put money on Queso's books. Son, you know I always had the bag, son. You forgot where you came from when you got out of prison, where's your NHG chain, my boy? I'll wait. So he's beefing. Oh, he's fully beefing. Who's this guy? Anyway, let's play a little bit of what, he's now saying, okay? And actually, who has the better version right now, Vlad or Say Cheese? Is it Vlad or Say Cheese? Nah, look like they're both kind of breaking it down. Let's look at DJ Vlad. Maybe Vlad got it going on quicker. I think they're both in a race to put the shit out. Okay.
So,
right.
Well, before you went in, you had multiple kids.
Right.
You had Hakeem Robinson, a.k.a. Queso.
Right.
Abdul Robinson Jr., a.k.a. Crazy K.
Right.
So that's two of his kids.
And you had a stepson named Willie Addison Jr., a.k.a. Boss Goon.
Right.
Now, not your biological kid, but you raised him since he was 3 months old.
Right.
Other kids as well? Out, you were just doing your thing. Huh?
No, I ain't wasting no nut.
Okay, so you do your 11 years, you get out at age 40 in 2011, and you get reintroduced to your kids, who at this point are wild.
Wow. Wild is an understatement.
Okay, explain.
Well, when I got out, I have another son. He was doing his thing too, and they was into all kind of shit, And before I went to prison, I could walk down my grandmother's street. When I got out of prison and I came to my grandmother's house, and I was walking down the street, and they was like, "Daddy, you can't do that no more." I say, "What? I can't walk down my grandma's street?" They said, "No, you can't do that no more. It's a whole lot going on that you don't know." So, shit, I listened to them, and I got off the street. Simple as that, And they was into a lot of things that I don't want to really mention, but it immediately put my life in danger. Just by me being their father, by me having a reputation, I had to move a whole different way. I had to adjust everything in my life, because what I didn't realize is that they were already the man who they was gonna be at that young age. Smoking cigarettes, getting high, doing their thing. Like Queso wasn't smoking cigarettes, getting high, but he was doing this little petty crimes and things like that.
Well, right around 2017, Fulio's cousin, Zion Brown, gets killed. And they say this is the start of the ATK-KTA beef.
I'm not too familiar with that situation personally, just from things that I heard. And I don't really think that Ace was really, really hanging on our side that much when that situation happened, or with his homeboy, with that situation, whatever happened. I don't have that much knowledge on that situation, so I can't really get into that situation.
Fair enough. But this is essentially what people are saying. Right around that time, that murder set off a bad chain of events. Now, you actually knew Fulio's mom.
Yeah. I knew her real good. Like, I knew her personally, like, really personally.
Right. Because from then, things started to escalate. Now, you being the older dad, did you ever try to talk to your kids about, listen, like, this is going to end badly, people need to really settle down, or you had to get out the way?
Well, I think before I came home, blood had already been shedded. And I couldn't really step in the middle of that to try to stop what was going on, because it was already gone so far, or whatever was going on. It was just gone so far. And in a sense, I'm not gonna say that my son and Fulio, not Queso, but Crazy K and Boss Goon, they kind of like, they almost like cousins, because Fulio got some sisters that
I'm starting to realize, and I guess, as I make a realization, I'll let you guys know. So I think the way how he's disassociating from everything, despite, I don't know if you know his history. In the first part that Vlad put out, he said he beat 4 murder cases. So this is no angel. This is not like your mom that don't know what you're into, and then she gets dragged into some shit with you. And yeah, it's your mom, but like, people would look at you like, yo, you're kind of crazy to think your mom is just gonna hold you down, when she never told you to go do these things. And yeah, he didn't tell these guys to do these things, but he a street nigga. I feel like the way he's describing it, he probably looks at when he got shot and Willie Harrison, or Haddison, whatever his name is, got killed, and his other son got shot. He looks at it as, yo, that's y'all beef that I'm getting pulled into. So he's not thinking like, all right, yo, you're going to slide for me. He's like, yo, bro, I should have never got shot in the first place over this dumb beef. And if you're going to go continue the beef, right? You're not doing it in my name. You're doing it because you're just beefing with these guys. Don't expect me to hold it down for you. I think that's how he looks at it.
His sisters is my son and them cousins, for real. So I think that they might have been all right at one time until once my son and them really got affiliated with Ace, that's when it, when you pick a side, you on that side. That's as simple as that.
Well, yeah, because in 2018, a shooting happened where Young and Ace was shot 8 times and 3 people in the car were killed, including his brother Trayvon Bullard, as well as Jacoby Grover and Royale Devon Smith Jr. All 3 of them were killed. Young and Ace survived, but he saw a very gruesome situation.
Right.
And you actually met Ace after that shooting.
Right. That's when I started seeing Ace come around. He started coming to my house, things of that nature right there.
Okay, what you think about Ace?
Ace a good dude, and I always felt like his situation was too much for him. I think Ace might have been like 22 or 23. And Ace a good dude. Me and Ace had a conversation one time, and he told me, he said, man, everybody say I'm just like you, I never say no, I never say no, I do this and do that.
So people say that your sons Queso and Crazy K were the muscles for ATK.
Well, Ace had to come over there to that side. He was running with some dudes from out west. They weren't strong enough for that situation. So he had to move to that side. Queso and Crazy K, they made it where ATK can move around the world like how they move around the world. When you go to ATK, they respect Queso. They respect Crazy K. So they gotta respect Ace because them his homeboys. If it ain't for them, ATK fool in the world. Period.
Okay. What does ATK stand for? Because when I asked Young and Ace, he wouldn't tell me. And ATK stands for?
And let's see that meaning. See, one thing about ATK, nobody know the meaning of ATK.
Okay.
Nobody know. I got the whole world screaming ATK. But
Is it a secret? Or?
Yeah, it's a secret. Nobody know.
All right.
Nobody know. Nobody know what it means. It don't mean no violent. It don't mean. It's like there's something behind some other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So nobody know what it means.
I don't know.
Okay. I'll leave it at that.
I know this much though. I know that Ace didn't start that. Crazy K,
your son.
Crazy K started that. And I tried to tell
I think ATK stands for Ace Top Killers, right?
Crazy K to get his paperwork, do all his business side of it, but he trusted in Ace. I'm not speaking bad on Ace.
Interesting. So, Queso calls his father out. Queso calls his father out and says, we need to take a blood test because this fuck nigga ain't my daddy. Okay? So you could tell Queso is in prison at this point, and he's seething. He's upset. He's mad. He's realizing that, I'm probably putting some words in his mouth here, pause. But the guy, if you don't know, he's a junior. This is Hakeem Robinson Sr. This is Hakeem Robinson Sr. Queso is Hakeem Robinson Jr. He got to be thinking, the guy who I'm named after helped put me away for life. So you can see now, this is the first time I've seen Queso respond to like something his dad did. So we need to take a blood test. This fuck nigga ain't my daddy. Now he's been already convicted. Let's look at this. What the hell? Oh, it's Instagram. Here He says, I wasn't raised by that man. If I was ill, what? I wasn't raised by that man. If I was ill, be praising a rat like the rest of his kids. Oh, he said, I wasn't raised by that man. If I was, I'll be praising a rat like the rest of his kids. So it looked like the family is divided. His younger kids, who probably aren't street dudes, they're glad they have their father home. His older kids, Queso and Crazy K, they're incarcerated for life. They hate him, but the younger kids are they probably don't know Queso and them that well. So they're like, damn, at least we get daddy back. Right? Wow. He says, love and loyalty don't cost a thing. They offered this guy 15 years and he ain't changed. Wow.
And they fucked me over, and oh, well, and I swear I can't take no more, 'cause this shit get real in the afterlife. They want me dead, but they can't.
Today, every business needs a website, unless this is what your business looks like. But if it's not, you can find talented freelancers on Fiverr, from designers and
On my head, I'ma up the price. Picture me perfect in the booth with the headphones, and I can see dead faces without a headstone. And I don't like to talk to Ace through a jail phone, and I can't feel no more pain. It's like my nerves gone.
This is so sad. These guys, he locked away forever. He got to talk to Young and Ace through a jail phone. Young and Ace is free and fucking every bitch walking.
And every time I just got them shot, 'cause that shit hurt me. And a lot of niggas change in the band to be. I'm a solid lawyer nigga, that's the man to me. Start getting colder, colder, cold. And they fucked me over, and oh, well, and I swear I can't take no more.
Sad. Very, very sad if you ask me. Very, very sad. 36 weeks ago, he says, I'll be back outside sooner than you think. Then he gets a life sentence, so. Wow. Okay. Very interesting. But I would imagine the father is going on a oh, and by the way, I made a mistake on that. Queso isn't the junior. Queso is Hakeem. The other kid is the junior. Because his name is Abdul Robinson, not Hakeem Robinson. So Queso isn't a junior. But still, nevertheless, very sad situation, chat. Very sad situation. Holy shit. Let me see what he said on the Say Cheese thing. He's bragging about his past crimes.
Who's in the spot robbing? Boom, they kill him. They kill him. Boom. Situation went on. I end up leaving the situation, getting back. So that turned me against the robbery thing, I was like, damn, I never thought that would happen like that. Then the situation got flipped around, and his baby mother was acting like I set him up, and it all led to a whole nother situation with his brother, and that went crazy, and that put a bitter taste. So I was like, man, I'm gonna try to hustle instead of trying to just take people's shit, because I wasn't going to get no job. I went to make him a little money, laid back in the car, just checking him out, because I'm back then. That's money. That ain't money now, but back then that's money. You know what I'm saying? That's real money, And he was so repetitious in everything he done until I said, I got him. You know, I got him. And that's how it happened.
Yeah. So his kid was in there, his girl was in there.
Okay, so he's just kind of yapping. You know, I guess he's doing these like paid interviews, and they're gonna milk the interview coming out until he gets to the part of explaining why he did what he did. Even though I think he kind of told us. Now Vlad did put, and I think this is the relevant part. Vlad put a little bit of a trailer out, and I did post a trailer. This was the trailer. It's kind of like.
And when the trial came, and they brought me back to the jail, they kind of slipped, and they put me right next door to Queso. And when I was coming by, I was looking at him, but he wouldn't look back at me. And I wanted to tell him right then, man, stop this motherfucking trial. Don't do this. You know, because, okay, say he go in there and say he would have went in there and admitted to the murder. Got 30 years. It's going to take you 30 years fighting on appeal. I got homeboys right now. Got life sentences, been fighting for 30-something years. The only good thing about Queso's situation now is he got my feet on the ground.
What?
Well, based on your cooperation, you got time served.
He said the best thing about Queso's situation, keep in mind, he helped send Queso to jail for life, is that he's free. What? Now, I kind of get it. He's probably talking about like, yo, I'm going to be able to, you know, help the rest of the family. Kind of like maybe, I don't know if he's thinking about trying to help in a reverse way, put some money either on the books, pay for an appeal lawyer.
Which is around 1,898 days.
Right.
So you sat in jail for what, close to 5 years?
I sat in jail for 5 years and 3 months.
Yeah. But ultimately, you got let out.
And when the trial came, and they brought me back to...
Interesting. One of the most interesting things I think we'll ever see. Real quick, so remember yesterday we cut the 21 Savage interview a little bit short because we had to get to the album. Do y'all want me to get straight into this, like, you know, Hot 97 stuff? I feel like that's also like a marginal topic. If you're from New York or you're like really into podcasts, maybe you care about it. But like if you don't really give a fuck about those two things, maybe you don't. Did you guys want me to play? I think maybe it was like 10 minutes left. Like 10 minutes left or whatever.
Battle that off the rip.
Did y'all want me to play the last 10 minutes of this? You know, and we could probably have like a good summing up of what the real consensus is behind this interview. I've seen it kind of get broken down on social media like crazy, and obviously we'll get to some of the reactions, like for example 6ix9ine reacted. But yeah, okay, cool. Let me try to get the last 10 minutes of this. I forgot how long was left before we jumped into it. Here we go.
Yeah, that's why everybody championing it. Then you got like the woke niggas that do that shit too, like the other rappers, like the niggas who be earthy and shit.
Who that woke nigga is that be getting at you online? Who that is?
Who?
It's a nigga be on that, cause he called me to interview, but he like, boy, I gotta say something about your boy. I can't think of the nigga name.
You know the nigga, he be like, I grew up with him.
Man, bruh, don't say that nigga name.
I ain't saying that. I'm just asking you who the fuck
I don't know who the fuck that is, bro.
Nigga mad as hell.
That nigga got down DM me like, bro, I was gonna post you, but I ain't even see your grandma died. What the fuck you even DM me that for then, nigga? Country ass nigga.
Hold on, he said what?
Oh shit.
You get what I'm saying? Like J. Cole like that. Like they could consider them like the holy.
All right, yeah,
like
we were ready.
The what the culture view there, like if he would want to goddamn ever be back cool.
Who the GOAT from Atlanta?
Future.
The GOAT from Atlanta.
Future.
Nigga, me, nigga. I ain't finna say no other nigga.
Not a rapper then, anybody, bro. Just anything else. Besides you, who the other GOAT?
Nudie. Fuck you talking about, nigga? Who else? Drill. Who else? Harold.
Who else after that?
Rio.
Who the
Rio.
GOAT outside of your crew?
The GOAT outside of my crew. I can't just say nobody the GOAT, bro. Atlanta is a collective. Every nigga before you helped you. So you can't just I say Atlanta is the GOAT. We the GOAT.
Future.
Can't say no one nigga. I could give you multiple niggas. I can't just give you one nigga. Cause if I give you one nigga, there's gonna
I'm gonna be honest with you, and again, call it glazing all you want. Future, literally, I don't think Future is close to any of these guys. He's blew them all out the water.
gonna be ways that nigga.
Remember when they used to compare LeBron to Carmelo Anthony? They're like, oh, this is kind of like 1 and 1A or 1 and 2. Then, like, when you realize, like, maybe 5 or 10 years later, you're like, yeah, nobody in their right mind. You know, 25 years from now, when people are looking back at the NBA, if someone says, yo, when LeBron was going crazy, there was a guy named Carmelo Anthony. He was almost just as good. You're going to get laughed out the building. Why? LeBron has lapped everybody he was kind of close to. That's Future. Future used to be close to, like, some of these guys. Future has lapped all of them. You can't even compare them to, like, respectfully.
Can discredit or say that, okay, but this nigga did all this.
We said Martin Luther King when I was talking to Lucha, but Todd Strong, shouts out to OG Todd Strong, he texted me and said Gladys Knight to go to the city.
Gladys Knight.
Who bigger than MLK though?
Nobody. Martin Luther King to go. That nigga got a street in every goddamn city.
Let it go then. Who the rap GOAT? Andre 3000.
He one of them.
Lyrical. Yeah.
There's no just undeniable, this is the greatest nigga of Atlanta.
It gotta be.
It can't.
It gotta be.
There's too many niggas.
Who done made the most money?
That don't mean it's niggas who don't even rap that made the most money.
No, I'm saying
that's just
rapper.
execs.
What rap nigga done made the most? What rap nigga done did the most in Atlanta?
What rap nigga done did the most? You can't say that. You can't say.
I'm wondering why Savage is just name somebody. I'm wondering if this is like the rapper ego part where it's like, you know, it's not even hating. It's just like, yo, Savage is in that he's in the conversation. Like he's gonna be in every conversation, and it's one of those you don't want to be J. Cole. Like, let's be honest, nobody likes a J. Cole ass nigga. Like J. Cole the type of nigga that if you ask him, yo, so who to go to rap? He'd be like, man, Drake's the best. You're like, God damn. Like the J. Cole fans be like, yo, this nigga don't even think he the best. Yo, I love arguing with J. Cole fans because the ultimate trump card is like, bro, your favorite rapper thinks my favorite rapper is the best. You just shut him up. So I think maybe that's why Savage is saying that, because it's like, yo, you got to hold down for even your fan base. Like, you know you're kind of in that conversation, even if you're not like one of the first two people thought of. Don't just be like, yo, don't just slurp a nigga up. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's a J. Cole type thing. Like, J. Cole, like, once I seen J. Cole said, well, they say, yo, who the best between you, Kendrick?
Oh, hey there.
I'm in the mood for something sci-fi. What should I watch?
I can help you with that.
Nothing with sappy love stories. And a bit of dark humor.
I'd recommend Fallout since it's got everything you want.
Thanks, Alexa.
I got you.
One day it's me, one day it's them. The nigga say, I got a bronze medal. I'm good. What?
Say that, bro. You can't, because you can name a nigga in his career made $300 million, but he only made 15 out of 300.
Yeah.
The way his deal structured and shit.
But it don't matter if his deal fucked up or not.
That matter.
That
matter.
He didn't get the money, but who generated the money?
I think Savage is saying that because Savage has one of the cleanest deals compared to all the Atlanta rappers. Remember, a lot of the older Atlanta rappers, it was a hard situation for those Atlanta rappers to get record deals. You know, Future was signed to Rocco, and like he had like an interesting situation before he got out or was able to get like his own albums that he could have his own percentage. Then you have Thug, who was signed to like Gucci. Thug was signed to like a few niggas, right? One of the only rappers who have like a clean situation, and even like you say, Baby went through QC. Not that QC didn't give him a good deal or whatever, but Savage got hot, and his first deal is directly with Epic Records. I always tell y'all, when you see these like quote unquote production company style labels, obviously quality control is much more advanced. But like think about Generation Now. Technically, Lil Uzi Vert's he's a artist being furnished to Atlantic by Generation Now. His contract is with Generation Now. It's not necessarily, with Atlantic. So when we think about convoluted ways of how artists get signed, I'm trying to think of everybody else. Yeah, and then he has the cleanest situation, which if you ask me off of records, who makes the most money? And we're talking about contemporary rappers. We're not talking about older rappers. Savage probably makes more than everybody else off of 1 billion records sold, right? Just because he got the best deal.
Most money. Which artist maybe have generated?
What artist generated the most money?
Yeah.
Shit.
I don't know. Outkast? Probably.
Boy, Diamond. Speaker Boss, Love Below, all that. You gotta think that's the greatest group of all time. You know how much money them shit did?
Outkast. I feel like T.I.
TLC up there too.
Outkast, T.I. Oh, we talking about rapper, nigga. Outkast, T.I.
You gotta put Future in there.
Future, no, for sure. Future, Outkast, T.I., Future, Gucci.
Generating money?
Yeah, generating money. Whose career is generating the most money? Outkast, Future, Gucci.
I realized Savage is a huge Gucci support. I could tell Gucci's like on his Mount Rushmore of rap, like, period. I could tell. You remember when Savage was going off? Look, 21 Savage versus Truth. Like, he was in like a hotel room with his niggas, and he was going crazy to this shit.
You feel me?
Because you remember, this is 5 years ago. This is quarantine. Like, you're watching a nigga with a mask on right now look crazy, right?
These suckers keep on doubting me. It's go up. Ain't nothing retarded about Gucci, baby. A $10,000 bound, you didn't pay them because they didn't have. I see your interview, nigga, and you. I see your interview too. You like.
Oh, so
I
screams.
think the nigga just mad
Cause I fucked his ex.
But I'm a big dog. You got the
Little boy complex.
Don't think your partner off, nigga.
Betty can't say shit.
And if you looking for the kid,
I be in zone 6.
I see the. You and your homeboy. I know.
I never seen Savage this turned.
Y'all see me over there.
Black 4/5.
It look just like Tip, but I never went platinum. Do you get my drill? I never let a nigga do me
Like flipped it. No.
This is the same shit they got. It's Gucci, nigga.
This is when I realized I'm like, he must have no respect for Jeezy. look. Here we go.
No real rapper. I ain't doing it. Let them go. It take money to go to war and we can go to war, nigga. I ain't no real rapper.
This Gucci was performing it on stage at Versus. We were all watching. There's like over 1 million people watching on like Instagram.
Don't
Or
make
it
me
was the thing Apple Music.
show my age, nigga. Grab a Louis and turn it to a and I know you still, but Till was fucking her while you was. Didn't even smoke no bud. I was screaming and wow. I'm just who I am, nigga, and I ain't sparing. Know when they killed your home, you raised your son to be a, won't even raise your own boy. Damn. Wow.
Savage must have been lit.
Wow. Put him in the dirt. Put him in the dirt. Put him in the dirt.
Yo, you can tell these niggas really grew up on Gucci. Like, I start to realize why niggas look at Gucci. Like, Gucci's a different type of, like, he's a GOAT of Atlanta in a different way. And I learned it from how, because all that numbers shit and whatever, like, usually I look at that. But when you see how these niggas, like, react to him, crazy.
Hey, put him in the dirt! Don't think! He put him in the dirt! He put him in the dirt!
Oh, shit. Anyway.
T.I.
Jeezy. You gotta say Jeezy. Jeezy now.
Lil Baby.
Skip Jeezy. I told you. He don't rate that nigga Jeezy, bro. That nigga do not rate Jeezy, bro. He do not rate Jeezy. I would think if we talking money, you gotta put Jeezy. If you're putting Gucci in there, I know Gucci dropped 1 million tapes, this and third. But Jeezy really got them hits. Jeezy went crazy. You can tell. He just skipped Jeezy ass.
Is generating the most money. Outkast, Future, Gucci, T.I.
Jeezy. You gotta say Jeezy. Jeezy now.
Look at fuck out of here.
They ain't even smoke no bud to it. Ain't no real rapper. I'm a screaming and wizard. This AR is my backup cause I don't need you over there. It look just like, but I never ain't never retarded by.
Oh man.
Lil Baby. Me.
You can't wait to say you.
Come on, bro.
You can't wait to say you.
Thug. I'm saying Jeezy say he not from Atlanta though.
What? Wait, Jeezy not from Atlanta?
Huh?
Ludacris. Jeezy say he not from Atlanta.
Luda from Chicago. Eh?
I'm saying,
Born there, but
do Jeezy say he from Atlanta? Like, is that what, do he claim Atlanta? I feel like people always just lumped Atlanta on him because they just didn't know shit about Atlanta. So they just, if your ass from Georgia, you from Atlanta. I feel like he did it for me. Easy. A Jan.
Like what? Like some of you ain't paying attention. Like what?
Like just like certain songs.
Wait, what the fuck?
Which one of the big rappers from Atlanta gonna get on here and say I'm the GOAT?
But it's
he one of them. There's no just undeniable. This is the greatest. Nigga. Structured and shit. Like he always rep making and shit. Like he.
Oh wait, Jeezy not from Atlanta? Well, he was born in South Carolina. He was born in Columbia, South Carolina. Where's Jeezy from? I thought he was from Atlanta. Oh, he lived in Macon. Macon, Georgia. Oh, that's when he became Crip. Ooh.
Always, that's what he rep.
Nah, piece of A-Town down.
Nigga, that's Usher, nigga.
No, that's him.
Oh yeah, Peace Up, A-Town Down. Who did that first though? Usher did it first. Yeah.
We didn't say first, second, or third, bro. We said that. He said he from Atlanta.
I'm saying Jeezy definitely one of the GOATs, but I'm saying I don't know if he claimed Atlanta. That's all I'm saying. So, but if he do, then yes, for sure, Jeezy. You talking about who generated the most?
I'm trying to think who generated more money. I'm trying to figure out how we gonna call a nigga GOAT. Cause every time, this nigga got a way to make everything not even answer the question. But you can't really say that.
You can't.
Who's the GOAT in your mind? If you want a rapper, who you be looking at like that nigga?
Nobody.
That's cap.
All right, man. Yo, Savage like a politician, bro. Yo, let me see who do I think made the most money in Atlanta? That's a really good fucking question. Who generated the most? I think T.I. generated the most. I personally think that. I don't think T.I. got the most amount of money. You know why? Nigga, T.I. had mad legal situations. Atlantic Records bailed the nigga out for $1 million. Yo, your label is taking the majority of your bread if they're bailing you out for $1 million, bro. Like Atlantic Records. Yo, remember when Bobby Shmurda got locked up? Epic, which is Savage's label, had to like vouch to get the nigga a bond, and they were like, "We're good." They said no. Atlantic Records was vouching for T.I., my nigga. You get what I'm saying? So I think T.I. generated a lot of money. I don't know how much of that he kept. Here's another thing too about music and money.
Onboard new hires in just 90 seconds. Fill out a few details. Rippling does the rest. Every step of onboarding is automated. Every action.
I think Lil Baby has generated more money than, well, not generated. Lil Baby has got more money from music than Outkast. And that's going to sound crazy to y'all because y'all be like, Diamond Records and third. Bro, it's like NBA contracts. Look at music like that. It's like NBA contracts. Michael Jordan, I think his biggest salary was like getting $30 million a year, right? Before like he retired, right? Bro, a bum ass nigga in the NBA is getting $30 million a year now. Like inflation and everything else, and also, you know, just more like the industry becoming bigger gets these guys, these younger guys, more money. Like I'm put it like this. You know, I was just watching, and we're gonna get to this Tupac thing. Remind me, actually, let me put it up right here. Torre show. Like, and again, I'm not saying this to diss Outkast. I know somebody's gonna clip it that way because you know people don't like me, but I'm saying this to kind of like show you that there's more money in music now. So when you ask me who's made the most money, I'm gonna look at the guys in the last 10 to 15 years. Future has been really popping. I think Future. Obviously T.I. had a lot of commercial records over and over again. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if it's one of the newer guys. Why? There's more money in music. Yo, when we get to the Tupac thing, Tupac signed to Death Row to get I forgot what the bond was. What was Tupac bond? How much was Tupac's bail? His bail was $1.4 million, right? And he signed to Suge Knight, right? He signed to Suge Knight because of that bail, right? Like that was such an exorbitant amount. So he signed like some crazy deal, right? Respectfully, and by the way, here's the thing too, and this is what we're gonna get to with this. And we're going to use this guy's video, Torre. He said a story that when Tupac got shot, this is Tupac Shakur, right? The greatest artist ever. When he got shot, Tupac was showing up to the studio. Jimmy Henchman said, yo, we're going to pay you to go do a verse for one of my artists. Guess how much they were paying Tupac? $7,500. So I'm trying to tell y'all when y'all think about money, is that the further we go into time, inflation and other things just shows how money expands. Yo, how much y'all think like Gunna's getting booked for? Like, look, yo, actually, we don't even gotta get to that. We don't even gotta get to that because I think I just posted it, bro. Rod Wave, would you say Rod Wave is a bigger artist than Tupac like before Tupac died? Right? Would you say that? No, but Rod Wave is getting $2 million a show. Don't believe me? This is let me see. I posted. By the way, shout out to Drew from our Mac agency. Here we go. They posted this. Oh, where's the second? I thought there was supposed to be a second slide. Fuck. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Wait, am I tripping? Here we go.
that turns 27 years old today, and just recently, a big milestone was hit. So we want the world to know about this. Mr. Rod Wave, for one show, got paid $2 million. And that right there is the...
Yo, his family around. Yo, chill, bro. Chill. Don't tell my family I got $2 million. They've been begging me for money already. And I think this is his girl or something like that. Yo, bro, it's Christmas time. Don't, no. So I guess what I'm trying to say, chat, I'm not trying to like down anybody. If we're talking about who's making the most money, right? If we're making the most, and by the way, this is the guy who's the promoter on this tour. It says a big fuck you to them. From $15K a show for my first tour with my brother to now Rod Wave is making over $2 million every time he touches the stage. Just think about how much money has really came in rap now, bro. Tupac probably did that House of Blues show that we all watch probably for less than $10,000. These days, like, you know, shit, even, I'll name some venues. If you're doing, some of these venues you might not know. Yeah, a artist doing an arena, like granted, Tupac never went on an arena tour, right? But let's say a smaller venue. Terminal 5 is 2,500, right? I think the House of Blues was probably 1,500 people. That Tupac show, I don't know if you know what Tupac show I'm talking about. I just want to show you how much money has changed. So if you go to Tupac House of Blues, right? And by the way, which House of Blues was this? So this is a classic, you know. And that's anyway, I forgot where this was, but like it probably has like 1,000 to 1,500. I guarantee, like he probably didn't get paid more than, he probably got paid less than $10,000. If you do Terminal 5, it's 2,500 people. I'm trying to scale it in my head. It's like 70, 80K or closer to 100K. You get what I'm saying? It just shows you the difference. So like Pac, it was probably getting paid like 1/10 of what niggas are getting paid now. Why? The industry's bigger, inflation, more people. So when we talk about Atlanta, and now I'm going to bring it back because I know I went on this little side quest. When we talk about Atlanta, I know people want to use outcasts of their success musically because, yes, 2 million people, and by the way, that's a lot of money. We don't know what deal they were in. We don't know how much they were getting. Most of those deals sucked from the 90s. That's why you have all these moguls, and especially niggas like Diddy and stuff like that. Not saying they were in a deal like that, but it's the newer artists that got better deals. Inflation has made money bigger. They have way more revenue opportunities. They're getting the brunt of all the cash. So I guess I say that to say I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Future is number one. And I wouldn't be surprised if like Savage or Baby are in the top 5. And why? They're just, it's NBA contracts. Like Jason Tatum is, look, he has one of the best NBA contracts or the most expensive of all time, right? Jason Tatum, right? $314 million. Look, and that's over 5 years, right? So 5 years, $314 million. Michael Jordan NBA career earnings, $94 million. I hope you guys get the correlation. You guys are smart. I know you do. Okay? How much did he make that last year when he was on the Wizards? Oh, he only played for $1 million. Oh, yeah, he only took $1 million. But yeah, he got paid like dirt. Jordan only got paid big bucks those last 2 years. Wow. Interesting. But then he became a billionaire. It's all good. Let's go back to it.
Riding on nigga dick, twin.
That ain't that one thing about y'all east side, nigga. Y'all niggas-
Somebody said Lil Baby and make more money than the Migos. Well, are we considering the Migos as one entity? Are we considering them as one entity, or we're thinking that even if they made $150 million, we're gonna say it's 50-50-50. So you split the money 3 ways. Versus Lil Baby, who's making all the money for himself. Savage, all for himself. Future, and here's the thing with Future. This is why Future's the first few years of Future's career, because him and Thug were in fucked up situations. I'm pretty sure they didn't get much money that was coming in. It's not until they wrapped themselves out of it and then signed new contracts, that's when they were probably getting the bag. Anyway.
I hate to feel like that's really slick hate though.
So? You don't think a nigga do it to us too?
Who the GOAT, bro?
What nigga gonna get on here and say 21 Savage the GOAT?
I will.
No, I'm talking about a rapper.
You an ex-rapper, so don't say you a rapper.
I'm a rapper.
Nah, you ain't no rapper. What nigga? Which one of the big rappers from Atlanta gonna get on here and say I'm the GOAT?
But it's been niggas that you looked up to, bro, before you got a rap game. Let's be real now. God damn, we
I'm
know
in this motherfucking now though.
All right.
The draw's big, so all that goddamn I looked up to you, nigga. That shit was 20 years ago, nigga. It's a new sheriff in town, nigga.
That's fucked up, bro.
For real.
Bro, who was your GOAT before?
Gucci?
Gucci.
Oh, yeah,
I told you
said that
Gucci.
already. You said that already. Yeah, you said that.
I told you.
Mees, who was your GOAT, Mees, when you throwing them parties?
In Atlanta?
Yeah.
Mees used to be like a big party guy. And I think he used to rap as well back in Atlanta. He's Savage manager.
The GOAT of Atlanta back in 2010?
Yeah.
Don't say no Roscoe that.
T.I. had that shit. T.I. and Gucci.
Yeah, Tip had that shit fucked up.
I ain't gonna lie, Tip overly had that shit fucked up.
That nigga had that shit
Bro,
fucked
that
up.
nigga
He was the
got-
only one really at first.
Yeah, he got so many hits. It's ridiculous.
T.I. from 2004 to 2010, I think he had Atlanta. And Jeezy was like number 2 in my mind, right? So it was T.I. and Jeezy. And I think Luda was obviously there, but Luda was like transitioning a little bit into some other stuff.
One of the most exciting steps in searching for a home is when you go from browsing online to connecting with a home listing agent.
Went through his shit.
Yeah.
Hits, bro.
That'll be my GOAT. If I'm just gonna say rappers,
But new generation,
Gucci and T.I.
I'm giving it to Savage, but if I'm not including Savage, I gotta say Future, bro.
Yeah, you know, we on the 6, but everything got the 6 go to me. So.
East side shit.
That's why, you know, I'm moving the goalpost for these niggas.
That ain't moving the goalpost.
I will, though.
Bro, this shit say a billion.
And it's
What,
more.
what the hell?
No, I ain't talking about with the rap shit, just anything. I'm biased when it come down to niggas out the 6. That's just what it is.
Oh yeah, for sure, overly.
That's just what it is, like, so.
It supposed to be like that though, cause
Not
nigga,
really,
nigga
though.
be biased on their side. You crazy as a motherfucker.
Not really.
Niggas overly biased. Man, Savage ain't even that big. East side ain't even Atlanta for real, bro. Them niggas from Decatur. Bro, this shit 10 minutes away, bro. Nigga can get on the bus and be wherever the hell you from in 10 minutes, bro.
Make you feel that way?
What?
The nigga from Decatur.
I'm gonna skip past this
in
Atlanta
the
Central
UK.
Conference.
My mama from the projects in the UK, and my daddy. My grandma still live in the same projects to this day. In the
Oh, here we go.
nigga, it's a hood in that nigga from the UK. Bro, I slap the shit out you.
What's up, mate?
Next card you could say, them nigga ain't that shit ain't even Atlanta. That nigga from the UK. Bro, I slap the shit out you.
What's up, mate?
Like, what the hell that mean? Nigga, it's a hood in the UK. My mama from the projects in the UK, and my daddy. My grandma still live in the same projects to this day in the UK. She don't want to leave. She don't want to leave. So you saying the UK like a nigga was just waking up with 10 crumpets in the Buckingham Palace or something when
That
they was
shit
going
get
up.
too dark, get dark too early.
That nigga be
Yo, why do people clown the UK like that, man? Yo, we need a King Von of the UK to put some fucking respect on the UK name, man.
stabbing like a motherfucker, shooting
Shit,
all
dog,
that
like
shit.
3, 4 o'clock.
Nah, that's just certain times of the year though. That's like certain times of the year.
Oh, what time? What time it get?
Yeah, like I ain't gonna lie, it gets dark here like 4 o'clock because it's on winter. You know the Earth is fucking on an axis, so when it gets to a certain position, which is called winter, as it rotates around the sun, daylight is less based on how the sun hits the fucking Earth because the Earth is tilted slightly.
I think like wintertime it get dark early, but I think like summertime it be smooth. Get dark like 8, 9.
Oh, I know we was out there. That shit like 4 o'clock.
Yeah, but that was like November or some shit when we went. Right? When that November? Yeah, November.
Yeah, Atlanta's closer to the equator, so.
What song on the album your favorite song?
Okay. This is a good time to segue a little bit. So 6ix9ine did respond. Did y'all see 6ix9ine's response? I'm not gonna lie, this guy's a comedic genius. I'll play what Savage said. We played it yesterday, but this was Savage said about 6ix9ine. Here we go. Wait, right here. Hold on. Sorry, chat.
You got some nigga to fight through them narratives.
Them niggas still ain't getting no money like that, like they was. Still ain't getting no money like they was, like the Rap Boy.
Who?
We been wearing lace fronts and shit.
Who that?
The nigga who told in New York, man. Who told all them niggas in New York. The Mexican.
Oh, you say he...
The internet took his shit down.
I think he just stopped.
Nah, cause he can't go. Ain't no gas in the car, nigga. What you mean? He just stopped.
So, cause you got some nigga to fight through them narratives.
Them niggas still...
Okay. And I'm not gonna lie, 6ix9ine immediately responded today with an entire skit. First of all, he said this: always be proud of where you're from. You shouldn't be ashamed of where you were born. with T, what the fuck? But I get it. I love it here too. He puts the American symbol. He says, and next time you say Mexican, just say my name, because the Mexicans would smack the fuck out of you. You bloody wanker. Yo, watch this skit.
My dear, can you bring me the next applicants? We have Shea bin Abraham Joseph III. And can you fetch me some tea?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Thank you, dear.
Yo, what is this, bro?
An Atlantean. Are you not happy where you're from? I'm not. I want to go to Atlanta. I need to.
Wait, is he?
Six nine lame as a bitch, bro. Like act trying to force that shit on people, bro. Like that skit is so cringe. He did that British skit. It's hard to look at that shit. I'm about to end this stream because I ain't got no skip time or I already know he gonna milk the fuck out of this